Hello, friends. Today we pick up where we left off yesterday. Remember the Corinthians who had so many divisions amongst themselves based on who they were following? Well, Paul beats to the chase. He writes, "Be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment." This verse has brought about so many problems because it has been grossly misinterpreted, especially by people who are intolerant of others and who think everyone should be like them because they believe they have the ultimate truth about everything God and church related. That phrase, "be perfectly joined together," is very interesting because the Greek word that is used here is katartizo, which means to mend, as in a torn fishing net. It's the same word that is used in Matthew 4:21, describing James and John mending their fishing nets when Jesus called them to be his disciples. So how in the world are mending fishing nets related to the unity of the body of Christ? I'm glad you asked. Imagine a torn fishing net that is not tethered together in order to catch fish. It is useless because all the fish would just fall through the holes, right? So the mending process involves the threads of the net being joined together to create just the right size holes at the perfect distance from the next hole in order to be useful for its intended function, which is to catch fish. A mended fishing net is a whole, complete, perfected net. And that is what Paul is telling the Corinthians they have to do, to mend themselves as believers. The second part of his instructions say, mended in the same mind and same judgment. Does it mean believers all have to think the same? No. Again, let's go back to the Greek. The word mind refers to the state or frame of mind, and the word judgment refers to the opinion, judgment, or sentiment that results from a certain frame of mind. In other words, mend the divisions among you with Christ-centered judgment that will make you realize that you are all following Jesus Christ, not human leaders. You're all picking sides, and that doesn't work. I love how the Message puts it. I ask you, has the Messiah been chopped up in little pieces so we can each have a relic all our own? Was Paul crucified for you? Was a single one of you baptized in Paul's name? God didn't send me out to collect a following for myself, but to preach the message of what he has done, collecting a following for him. And he didn't send me to do it with a lot of fancy rhetoric of my own, lest the powerful action at the center, Christ on the cross, be trivialized into mere words. May we never get caught up in stupid squabbles that take away from Christ and him crucified. I'll see you tomorrow.